Hello once again, folks. It's Two Sheds Gabby here. Today I'm going to get into another nickel hunt. It's been a couple of days since I've done a box of these. I just picked this box of nickels up just this last Thursday. I already checked. It's not a new box. I'm looking forward to getting into it. The last box, I got 42 2024 Ps, 1D, and 1 silver. Pretty good box. I'd love to match that again. Anyway, I just got home from my mom's house with our Sunday lunch, and in just a little while we're going to start our Bible study, so I'm going to try to get a couple rolls in before we get started with that. I'm in the first row, and already I come to a 2024P, so maybe you'll get a bunch of these in this box. If nothing else, that would be okay. So I've checked prices of stuff. Oh, there's a Canadian. 2,000. Well, I got that early on. I checked the commodity prices of metals. I've checked the stocks. I've checked the cryptocurrencies. And for the last week, every single thing has stayed exactly the same without a nickel of fluctuation. That's a little bit of an exaggeration. Most things have stayed pretty calm. There have been a few ups and downs, but they seem like they go right back to where they started. Here is a 1952 Denver. So, already pulled 3 coins out of this row. There's 2024P number 2. How about that? Maybe we'll get a bunch of them in this box. Now the second row, and I come to a 1959. And if it is the Philadelphia, there's only 28 million of that one. But the D has 160 million. We get the low mintage. It's only 28 million of that guy. That's pretty low mintage there. I tell you. Pretty neat. I'm all the way up to the 7th row before I find the next coin to pull out. Third 2024P here. I was talking with somebody the other day. I was reminded of an event when I was, I don't know, 14 or 15, well into the party years. And down the street from us lived a family of people that we hung out with and partied with and all that stuff. And they have a house. There's a big family. And I think they had like 10 acres there. A big old field and woods behind it. And that was the woods that I ran in all the time when police chased me and that sort of thing. Anyway, they decided to have a big field party, and they hired a band. And they put up signs, saying that what date and all that when it was. Let me get to the next row and I'll go on. Okay, the next row. The street that we lived on was a pretty sleepy little road. It wasn't a dead end or nothing, but it wasn't busy. It's pretty busy now. They've built so much behind us. It's a pretty busy road now. Hey, here's a 1946 Philadelphia. Okay. But word got out way too much for this party. And they was expecting to have, a few hundred people there. Well, a few thousand showed up, and they were still showing up. My little narrow street here was packed with cars, people parking everywhere they could along the side, walking, man, I don't know, probably close to a quarter of a mile, parking everywhere. Hey, there's a 1942. It does not look silver, though. And it's not. Oh, that stinks. 1942 Philadelphia. It's another from the 40s. And it just got out of hand so fast, I tell you. Anyway, people, I guess, from my neighborhood called the police. Oh, there's a 1947. Well, we went several rolls without anything. Now we get several more older ones. And it's a Philadelphia, too. How about that? And so the police come and they're chasing everybody away. It was sad because the party hadn't gone very long. It was pretty wild, though, I'm telling you. There was a ton of people there. And they were, and I remember one of the friends of the family went up to one of the policemen and he said, "See if I buy any tickets to the policeman's ball." I'm sure that offended that policeman. He was just that kind of sarcastic, kind of dry humor kind of guy. It was pretty funny. One of the family members says, "Well, this is private property." And I remember the policeman said, "There's no such thing as private property anymore." I mean, we're talking 1975. That was a long time ago. But it got canceled. Hey, right at the end of the row, there is 2024P number 4. Check this out, guys. Wow. This is a 2009 proof coin. Just 2 million of these guys made. A little bit of wear from circulation. That is really cool. Oh, yeah, that's fun. I hadn't gotten a 2009 alone for a good while, but this is my first 2009 proof. It's a shame it's a little scuffed up, but that's okay. It's still a very fun find. Just a little over 2 million of them made. That's a fun find there. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind finding another proof. I don't find a lot of proof nickels. I don't find a lot of proof coins. I used to find a bunch of proof $50, but I don't anymore. And I sold a bunch. I was getting so much of them there for a couple years ago. I sold quite a few of them. And now I don't get them anymore. It's like, man, maybe I should have kept a few more of those. Hey, 2024P, number 5. Cinco. Uno, tres, cuatro, cinco. That was almost a song. Right at the very end of the 14th row, I get 2024P number 6. So they're not coming in quite as fast as it looked like they might at the beginning of the box. But hopefully I'll keep getting a few more. The 17th row, and here is 2024P number 7. This ain't as nice as most of them I find. This one's been involved in something. Number 7. I am now in row 18 in the first half of this box of nickels. We'll call this number 1, number 2, and number 3. Guess what's behind coin number 2. You're probably thinking silver, but not this time. 1905 V-nickel, 120 years old. Ha ha! It's been a little while, a little worn. That's okay. That's awesome. Phew, that is cool. I don't find these very often at all. I just stopped and made a short with this. 1905 V nickel. Cool beans. It's so fun to find these. It has been a while. Man, pretty neat stuff going on so far in this box. Not tons of coins. I haven't found a lot of the older ones, but we got some 2024s. We got the really cool 2009 proof, and now a V nickel. Ooh, if I can find the silver now, that'll really make this a sweet box. It is after 8 p.m. now. My company has left. We said we read from the book we're reading from, and tonight's discussion was chapters 2 and 3 in Revelation, the seven churches of Asia. We finished that up and discussing about what Jesus was telling them that they were doing right and or wrong, and we was comparing that to churches today and how we need to respond in kind for these situations. 19th row. Here's 2024P, number 8. Tonight you guys know I sell these mats here, and we're low, and so we just put new ink in the printer. Got some new laminate sheets in, so tonight I'm in the process of getting caught up all the printing, and then a little bit later we'll start our laminating. It's a bit of a process, but it's all right. It's not too bad. In the 20th row now, here's finally one of the older ones again. Here's a 1952. The D and the S are the lower mintage. I think the D is 30 and the S is 20 million. The D, is that the D? Yeah, the D, 30 million. Relatively low mintage there. Fun to find. Put in with my hoard. Oh, there's another 1952. This one is the P, and it's got like 90 million. I don't think any of them have 100 million. But that one is the most mintage there. The 21st row in the first half, and guess what we have here? 2024P, number 9. Number 9. All right. Oh, over here, I'm busy printing. See that little printer right there? I've got this great big, expensive, full color, laser printer, and the big sucker quit working on me. Thankfully, I have this inkjet backup that's busy at work. Man, I hate that this guy quit on me. I've messed with it, and I don't know how to get it to work, and I guess I'll have to get rid of it. So frustrating. Back to the action. Yeah, man, I hated seeing that guy go out on me. Man, it was so much faster. And the toner ink is cheaper, too, in the long run. You pay a good bit for a cartridge, but, man, it lasts a long time. This inkjet stuff is pretty pricey. There's a 1946. I believe that's a Philadelphia. I believe that's the higher mintage. Got a couple of friends that live across the river that I haven't seen, I don't think, since I've moved into this house, and I'm going to try to call him or text him tonight and see if they're available this week. I need to go see them and hang out for a day or have lunch with them or something. 22nd row in the first half of the box. Here is a 2009. First one I found, except for the proof, in quite a few boxes. This one is Denver. It's slightly higher mintage than the Philadelphia, but it is fun to find another 2009. Oh, guess what? I took like 9 of them and sold them last week on eBay. Made a nice little chunk of money. So I've got several put away, but then I just took off some others that I had and sold them. And so I may keep these. I may put together another sale. It depends on how fast I get them, you know. So for all you feminists that are watching my video, here's the feminist riddle question of the day. If there's a man walking in the woods by himself and no one's around to hear him talking, Is he still wrong? Hee hee. So we had a little cookout yesterday. I made some, what do they call them? Smash burgers on my griddle. I had it all cleaned up. Look, it was rusty. I hadn't used it in a long time. And I spent a couple hours on it. And I was surprised how quickly I got it nice and cleaned up and seasoned. It worked great yesterday. That was really cool. And I got one of those smashers to make it easy. And it was just great. And I was watching a video. They said to use parchment paper to put over the meat so it won't stick to your press thing. Worked fantastic. Oh my goodness, it was great. Yeah, that was pretty cool. In fact, I've got some meat left, ground beef that I had seasoned up that I didn't use all of it. So I think the next day or two, I'll make a few more. 23rd row, and here is 2024P. Number 10, we've just stepped into double digits. Number 10. I quit drinking soft drinks a few years back. I had started cutting back several years ago, getting down to just, like 1 or 2 or something a year. But the last couple of years, I haven't even had one. And I don't intend to go back to it, but I'll have to admit, I would like to have a true old tap root beer, one with a bite to it. Oh, and I looked up, because Louisville's just got a bunch of microbreweries. I think I may have mentioned it before, but I found one downtown that does root beer as well. And my brother and I, while we were eating our smash burgers, we agreed we need to get down there and get one of those. I've been hinting at it for a couple of years, but me and him need to get down there and get one of those and see how good they are. 24th row, here is a 1949. An S would be amazing. A semi-key date with just 9 million. It's not. Philadelphia looks like. Oh well, that's okay. Oh, there's a 1957 right behind it, and that one is a Denver. 5070. Sometimes you come to these that this one ain't quite as good. That just the back of it looks like just brand new. You think that one's got to be a 24, 25, and it'll be a 22 or yeah, 22. But yeah, sometimes you think that it's just got to be a new one, but they're not. 25th row in the box. Here is a 1941. The D and the S have like 40, 50 million. The P has over 200 million. So this is not a low mintage coin. But it is lower than the P. This is the Denver. 41 Denver. All right, guys. We are nearing the halftime or intermission time. So go in there and get your, plan on getting ready to go use the bathroom and get you some popcorn made. There's some tape or something on this guy. And I don't have any halftime entertainment, so just watch an old episode of MASH or something like that, and we'll be back. Station identification. Welcome back to the program. We're now in phase 2, part 2, second half of this nickel box, and we've just come across a 1986 Canadian nickel. Hey, and right behind it, number 11, 2024 Philadelphia. Groovy. Oh, what was that? 1956 Philadelphia. How many of those did they make? Let's just take a look here. 35 million. That's the lower mintage. 35 million. This is now the fifth row in the second half of this box of nickels, and here's a 1946, and it is a Denver 1946 a D. Some years, quite a few years ago, it was. Me and my wife and a couple of friends vacationed in the Crossville, Tennessee area, I believe it was called. And we was staying at this place, and there's I think the property, I don't remember all the details, but there's a lake nearby. And me and my buddy got a boat, and went out doing some fishing. And the water was crystal clear. I mean, we were like, in this one part, like 10 or 15 feet of water, and you could literally see every fish, just every little move. The water was so clear, it was unbelievable. But they could see you too, and so we literally had zero luck fishing. And we came across this area where we saw these bass. They weren't huge, they were nice little bass. I guess they were sitting and protecting their eggs or something, I don't know. But I took a little red and white spoon with a little treble hook, and it was not a very big spoon. And I would literally, just off the side of the boat, lower it down and just bounce it on top of his head. Pop, 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 up and down on his head, or her, whatever. And that's a Denver. Oh, it's a 64. And it would just, every now and then, it would just push it away. And then it'd back up and then hit it. And I just kept doing that. And literally until it would get annoyed so bad that it would strike at it, bite it, and then I'd catch it. We caught about a half a dozen of them that way. Just kept bouncing them off the top of their head enough until it annoyed them that they'd bite at it or whatever they did. None of them were real big, so we threw all of them back anyway. But it was, at least we found a way to catch some fish. Here is the 10th row in the second half, and here's a 1941. None of these are super low mintage. Pretty old coin. It's another Denver. I think that's the second one of those, I believe. What is that? That's yucky. Slowed down a little bit, looks like, in this second half so far. Maybe it'll pick up again. There's a 1953. It's a Denver. Another one for the Horde. Row 11, 2024P, number 12. That is row 11 in second half, by the way. I'm getting close to being done with all my printing. I've printed lots and lots. I tell you, it's 9 o'clock. We may end up not doing our laminating till tomorrow. We'll just have to see. But I do have at least one mat that's got to go out in the morning. So if we put it off in the morning, it'll have to be pretty early. 1958 Denver. That is the high mintage one there. Ah, there we go. The end of the row is 2024P number 13. Baker's dozen. 12 rows to go. My wife's in here adding paper to the printer because we just ran out. 1954 with 12 rows to go. A little worn there. This is the Philadelphia. This one is, the Philadelphia is lower than the Denver. It's like 40 million, something like that. And the San Francisco has like 20 million. We're kind of winding down, but we still got a little ways to go yet. $11 rolls to go in the box. Here, 2024P, number 14. I don't believe we'll get the 40 this time, but that's all right. We're getting a decent number. Just finishing up on the printing after she got the paper on. I think this is the last one that I got to print. Not only do I do the coin mats, but I also do a reflexology mat. I get a little bit of sales on that guy. Oh, there's a 1946. It is not in very good condition. You know what, guys? No, it's a 40s. We'll keep it. I was thinking about not keeping it, but you know. I did. Well, I sure am hoping that we're going to get a silver so that we can meet over at the 2025 silver box. We always like to meet over there. Especially since I got so goose-egged in the $50 this week. Ugh. That was painful. 3 boxes of 2024 Ps. Just 10 rolls to go now, and here is 2024P number 15. But this guy's been in a brawl. He don't look too good. You know, I'll put this aside because it's a little mental, but if I go to selling them, I don't think I'll sell this one. I sell some, you know, here and there, but I wouldn't feel good putting that one in there with it because people right now that are buying the 2024s are expecting them to look pretty nice. It's a nice looking 62 there. Oh. It's definitely not full steps. That's a nice looking coin. All I'm asking for is a buffalo nickel with a date and a silver. That's that's all. Oh, I see a 1942. I'm thinking it doesn't have the color though. I believe we have another 42 that's not silver. Oh man. It's Denver. That's 2 in this box. Oh. They should have started making those sooner. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. How much chucklewood? 9 rolls to go. 2024P, number 16. Number 16. We have a couple of guys, one in particular that lives in the subdivision across the street from me. When I was a kid, that was the field I played in. But anyway, and he has what he thinks is a super duper souped up car. Extremely loud. I guess it's like glass packs or so. I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure he thinks that it's amazing. I think it sounds like it don't run right. That's just, you know, my old head. But anyway, he, every morning and several times a day, he pulls out of that subdivision, giving it all it's got, wakes up everybody in the neighborhood. I wonder if my Karen back here would ever say anything to him. But, I mean, it's every morning, it's so loud. Your windows vibrate. And I've wondered many times, I wonder if he has any friends at all. All right. Now there's 8 rows to go, and 2024P Number 17. Keep them coming. I'll take them. Yes, yes, I will. Somebody wrote to me, I guess it was today, I think, and he said, I don't remember, I don't know which video he was talking about. He said you was doing really good, and then you sang. Sorry about that. I haven't been singing very much the last few videos. I think I've really cut back. I like to sing You know, when you get down to just a few more rolls, you start thinking that the old silver just might not show up. Now, it did show up in the last box, like on the second to the last row. So I know that there's always hope, but your percentages and your odds just start going down tremendously. When you've got 50 rolls, like, oh yeah, there's a good chance of getting silver. But when you've got 5 rolls, it's like, you don't have a very good shot at it. 4 rolls to go. Here's a 1948. We're hoping for an S for a semi-key date. Ah, we didn't get it. Stinker. Oh, man, somebody wrote to me here a few days back. I don't remember if it was the last nickel box or the one before that, but they said while I was yakking that I missed a proof coin. I'm like, ah, man, I don't miss those very easily. I must have really been yakking. I sure didn't see one, even though I guess I looked right at it. Just 4 rows to go. Golly, and we're done. See, that one looks mighty nice. Oh, and it's a 2024. Cool. 18. 18. Second to last row, guys. 2024P. Number 19, which is still pretty respectable. But I don't think we're going to get a silver. But we got us 09, an 09 proof, which is super cool. And we got us a V nickel, 120 years old, which is super cool. So, you know, I like my silver, but I like those things too. And they don't come around every day. So that's pretty cool. My wife's almost ready to go to bed. She's in here looking for laminating paper or something. Last row, guys. 2024P. We did get number 20, so that's cool. But from the looks of the row here, I didn't see any off color that would give me any indication that there's a silver. So I'm guessing there's no silver in this box. Oh, there's 2024P number 21. It's helping make up for no silver. We got some good stuff here today. Indeed we did. Number 22. Well, that's nifty. Pretty good last roll. We were nearing the end of the dismal day, and there seemed to be nothing beyond. Then, Daddy fell into the pond. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Love to hear from you, as always. And we'll see you the next time around.